Let's discuss theorems on inscribed angles. Inaasahan natin today to apply theorems related to chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles in solving problems. Let's discuss theorem number 4. The measure of the inscribed angle is half the measure of the intercepted arc, or the measure of the intercepted arc is twice the measure of the inscribed angle. Let us look at the illustration. Angle PQR is inscribed in circle O. Chord PQ is a diameter. Now, we are going to prove angle PQR is equal to the arc PR divided by 2. Naalala nyo ba yung tinuro natin nung nakaraan, yung sa central angle? Or how are you going to make a 2-column proof for proving theorems? So, on the left side, we have the statement, and on the right side, we have the reason. Our problem is angle PQR is inscribed in circle O, and chord PQ is a diameter. The reason for that is given. Next, segment QO. Where is segment QO? So this is QO, and segment RO, they are congruent. The reason for that is radii of a circle are congruent. Now next, triangle QOR is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle has two equal sides, and the reason for that is the definition of an isosceles triangle. Then we have number 4, angle PQR is congruent to angle QRO. The reason for that is base angles of isosceles triangle are congruent. Next, the measure of angle PQR is equal to the measure of QRO. The reason will be congruent angles are equal. Next, we have the measure of angle QRO is equal to x. Then that is transitive property of equality. Number 7, we have the measure of angle POR is twice the measure of angle QRO. And the reason for that is the measure of an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the measure of its remote interior angles. Next, we have angle POR is equal to arc PR. And that is the central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. The measure of arc PR is equal to 2x, and that is transitive property of equality. The measure of arc PR is twice the measure of angle PQR. The value of x here is the measure of angle PQR. And to prove that the measure of angle PQR is equal to the measure of arc PR divided by 2, that is multiplication property of equality. Or that is already theorem number 4. Let's have an example of theorem number 4. So, in circle O, angle BIN is an inscribed angle. So, makikita niyan na yung angle BIN ay inscribed angle to circle O. The problem is, if the measure of angle BON is equal to 70 degrees, what is the measure of angle BIN? Now, remember, on the theorem given, the measure of the inscribed angle is 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc. Now, syempre, yung intercepted arc natin dito ay arc BN. At ang measure ng arc BN will also be the measure of its central angle. So, ang central angle natin ay angle BON, which is 70 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, ang arc BN natin ay 70 degrees. So, ano daw ang measure ng angle BIN? To get the solution, we have the measure of angle BIN is equal to arc BN over 2. So, our arc BN is 70 degrees. Divided by 2, we have 35 degrees. So, therefore, the measure of angle BIN is equal to 35 degrees. Let's have another example of an inscribed angle. Now, if the measure of angle BON is equal to 3x plus 4 degree and angle BIN is equal to 32 degrees, find the value of x. The measure of angle BIN, so that is the inscribed angle, is 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc. So, our intercepted arc is BN. So, ano ba ang sukat ng BN? So, ang sukat ng BN ay 3x plus 4. Ang measure ng angle BIN is 32. And then, let's use cross multiplication. So, we have 2 times 32. We have 64 equals 3x plus 4. And then, combine like terms or using addition property of equality. So, we have 64 minus 4 is 60. Divided by 3, you have 20. The value of x is 20. Now, in order to check your answer, so replace x with 20. So, magiging 3 times 20, 60 plus 4 equals 64. So, meaning, yung BN natin ay 64. So, that is our intercepted arc. Now, to get the inscribed angle, so 64 divided by 2, we have 32. Now, for theorem number 5, if an inscribed angle intercept a semicircle, then it is a right angle. So, tingnan natin yung illustration. Ang angle JEN ay inscribed angle ng circle D, and it is inscribed in a semicircle. So, its endpoints lie on the diameter JN. So, therefore, angle JEN is a right angle. So, pag sinabi nating right angle, the measure is equal to 90 degrees. Theorem number 6. If two inscribed angles of a circle or congruent circles intercept congruent arcs or the same arc, the two inscribed angles are congruent. Now, let us look at the illustration. We have here angle J and angle O are inscribed angles intercepting the same arc ES. So, ibig sabihin, ang intercepted arc ng angle J ay arc ES at ang intercepted arc ng angle O ay arc ES. Ngayon, kapag parehas sila ng intercepted arc, ang ibig sabihin lang nun na yung dalawang inscribed angles are congruent. So, ibig sabihin, parehas lang sila ng sukat. Okay, let's have another example. So, the given is angle J and angle O intercept arc ES. So, the measure of angle J is equal to x plus 19 and the measure of angle O is equal to 2x plus 3. Now, we need to solve for x, the measure of angle O, and the measure of arc ES. Siyempre, para makuha natin yung measure ng angle O at saka measure ng arc ES, kailangan mahanap na muna natin ang measure ng or ang value ng x. So, paano ba yon? Tandaan natin na ang sabi nga ng theorem number 6, kapag iisa lang ang intercepted arc ng dalawang inscribed angle, Ibig sabihin, ang dalawang inscribed angle na yon ay congruent or they are equal. So, i-equate natin yon. Ang angle J ay equal sa angle O. Therefore, x plus 19 is equal to 2x plus 3. Using addition property of equality, we have 19 minus 3, then 2x minus x. So, 2x minus x is equal to x, and 19 minus 3 is equal to 16. So, ibig sabihin, ang value ng x natin ay 16. Ngayon, pwede na nating mahanap ang measure ng angle O. So, ang measure ng angle O ay equal sa 2x plus 3. So, ang value ng x ay 16. So, 2 times 16, we have 32 plus 3, we have 35 degrees. Para naman mahanap ang arc ES, ibig sabihin kasi nun, yung arc ES ay kalahati ng inscribed angle. So, para ma-solve natin yan, so arc ES divided by 2 ay ang measure ng inscribed angle. So, ang inscribed angle natin ay angle O. So, ang measure ng angle O ay 35 degrees. And then, 2 times 35, you have 70. So, meaning to say, the measure of arc ES is equal to 70 degrees. So, mapapatunayan natin na tama yung theorem number 6 dahil ang sabi nga na ang inscribed angle, ang sukat ng inscribed angle ay doble ng sukat ng intercepted arc. So, yung converse nun, the measure of the intercepted arc is 1/2 the measure of its inscribed angle. We have theorem number 7. If a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng supplementary angles? So, ang supplementary angles are angles or the sum which is equal to 180 degrees. So, katulad ng halimbawa natin dyan, yung illustration natin, yung circle T, meron siyang quadrilateral. So, ang quadrilateral niya ay yung quadrilateral BRIX. So, yung BRIX is inscribed in circle T. So, yung angle B and angle I, they are supplementary. So, that is angle B plus angle I is equal to 180 degrees. Siyempre, yung angle R and angle X are also supplementary. Therefore, the measure of angle R plus the measure of angle X is equal to 180 degrees. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something about theorems on inscribed angles. Ngayon, kapag hindi nyo pa gaanong maunawaan, pwede nyong balikan, panoorin ang ating video lesson.